Newsreel cameramen flying with the bomber crews now captured sorties by HE-111s as they flew over Paris and attacked the huge railway marshalling yards to the south of the city. Flying above the railway lines, the Heinkels now search for targets of opportunity, strafing and bombing anything that seemed to have any military value. Paris was occupied on June the 10th and the German advance pushed southward. The French forces were showing all the signs of disintegration. Operations ended with the armistice signed at Compiègne on June the 22nd. Although German air operations had begun sometime before the 10th of August 1940, Goering was, however, on hand to witness the start of Adlertag, or Eagle Day, which was the designated date for the formal beginning of the aerial campaign against Great Britain. Even so, it was some 2 days later that the campaign began in earnest. Seeing combat for the first time in significant numbers was the new Ju-88A1. On the 12th of August, 63 Ju-88s from KG-51 Edelweiss bombed Portsmouth. On the 15th, 50 belonging to KG-30 flew from their base in Denmark and attacked the RAF air base at Driffield. Of the 3 bomber types employed by the Luftwaffe, the Ju-88 was undoubtedly the most effective, but that observation was only relative, for it too was discovered to be as vulnerable as the HE-111 and the Dornier 17 to fighter attack by the RAF. Luftwaffe's strategy at this time was to target RAF airfields in order to pin down and destroy the assets of fighter command. Initially, such raids were undertaken by the bombers without the close protection of the Bf-109s of the Jagdwaffe. In the early stages of the battle, they were encouraged to engage in hunt and kill missions against RAF fighters. When the latter attacked the bombers, their lack of protective armor and poor defensive firepower made them highly vulnerable. Losses among the Kampfergruppen began to mount. On September the 7th, Goering was once more standing on the cliffs at Cap Blanc-Nez, but this time to watch his bombers sweep overhead to begin the campaign against London. Switching the bombers from attacking the airfields to hitting London may have been good for propaganda, but was a strategic error of the first order. The RAF were thus given the breathing space to recoup its losses and prepare for the next round. On Goering's instructions, the fighters now attended closely to the vulnerable bombers, but the limited range of the Bf-109 prevented them giving their larger and slower charges protection to the target and all the way back again. Vectored onto the incoming German raids by radar, the British fighters often waited for the 109s to turn back before hitting the bombers. The 15th of September witnessed the climax of the air battle. The first large-scale Luftwaffe raid was made in the morning, but was met by a very large number of Spitfires and Hurricanes as it neared London just before midday. The German formation, composed almost exclusively of Do-17s, was broken up and did not hit London in any strength. A second raid in the afternoon by a very large number of bombers was met by 170 RAF fighters. The German fighter escort was unable to prevent the Spitfires and Hurricanes shooting down the bombers. Although Luftwaffe raids continued, they
Thank you very much. Thank you. like a fever. Don't you ever call